poppin', T-Subs and T-Squad? So y'all are gonna get 2 out of me today. Well, this morning, and you might get 1 out of me tonight. I don't know if it's gonna be put a ring on it or whether it's gonna be love at the lockup. It's gonna be one of the two, but you're gonna get this one for me today. This is Growing Up Hip Hop Season 6, Episode 8, The Elephant in the Room. I'm doing like this because this episode was like it's kind of picking up, I guess. I don't know. So anywho, Sam in Egypt, now they want to sell Egyptian hairless cats. Talk about something, you could sell the cats for $7,000 a pop or whatever the case may be. Child, I guess. There's some people that's really into them hairless rats that they call cats. So I'm not really mad at them for getting the hustle. I'm never gonna hate on somebody that's making their hustle. If you got a hustle and it's gonna make you get you some bread, do what you need to do. Much like Eric said, from OnlyFans to Only Felines. I mean, hey. So Eric wants Sam to talk to JoJo. And then that conversation went from Egypt saying that she never told Savanya the information, thinking that she was going to go tell everybody. Here's what I got to say about that. This is reality TV. Okay? Savanya's dad has been in reality TV since 2012 when we saw his ass on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. And he's found a way to make the shit work for him because even now, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13 years later, we still seeing his old ass bounce around from reality show to reality show, okay? Savanya's not new to this. She's true to this. And Savanya didn't do nothing more than Stevie J would not have done. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, because it's like I want to give Savanya the benefit of the doubt. I really do. But at the end of the day, I just can't. I'm sorry. I feel like I don't necessarily think she did it to be malicious, but I do think she knows that this is going to create a storyline. My name is in it because I told it to her. So anytime I'm seen on camera and I say more than 2 words, I'm able to get some type of funds for it. So let's just be honest with how this shit is. It's reality TV. Let's just be real for what it is. But Egypt, at the end of the day, you still wrong as 2 left shoes for sitting your ass in front of somebody that you do not the fuck know, sitting up here telling all of your cousin's personal business. Like, at the end of the day, you still wrong as hell. Like, it doesn't matter what your reasons are. That's family. If that was a regular bitch on the street, I wouldn't even care like that. But that's your family. That's blood. And nothing that y'all are going through should ever change the fact that y'all are family. Like, whatever. So TT and Tyran hang out, and TT talks to her about, what she heard from Vanessa. Y'all know I really like TT. But I really want TT to stop saying that everything's all right when clearly it's not. And I also feel like if you're going to be honest, then you just need to be the fuck honest. Listen, no, everything is not okay. This rumor is out, whether it's true, whether it's not, it's out. And I got a problem with Egypt and Sam sitting up here talking about this rumor to bitches that I don't even know like that. Like, I would much rather her just come out and say that instead of doing the continuous passive-aggressive shit. Like, it's and I'm still on your side. I just don't like the passive-aggressiveness of it all. It's the passiveness, aggressiveness for me. How the fuck y'all say it? I'm getting tongue-tied now just talking about shit. And I'm more to show somebody probably gonna give me some backlash. I'm willing to accept it. I never said I wasn't on her side. I never said I didn't agree with what she's feeling. All I'm saying is I would love for her to just be real and stand in what she's feeling. That's all I'm saying. So, Brianna's party. First of all, Bree looked cute in her little outfit, her boots, her hair. She had it all right. She had it all right. Y'all know she is not the most fashion forward, but when she step out, she step out. So I was all here for it. Brianna decided to perform at JoJo's Showcase. I mean, Brianna, you need scenes, girl, so you need to do something. So, yeah, I'm glad that you went on ahead and did it. Yeah, I'm real glad because you need a scene. Scenes need to be had, okay? And we need you we need you to go on ahead and make yourself really interesting really quickly because I lay you down. But this is reality TV. Moving on. So, Sam and Egypt meet with Tretch down to the studio. Sam, what I don't understand is why the fuck are you on your damn interviews with no shirt on? Why do we have to see you with no shirt on? I got a problem with that because, you know what I'm saying? I feel like if people have such a problem with the big boys, then the chunky monkeys being out there having their titties flapping everywhere, but y'all don't seem to find nothing wrong with these skinny, scrawny, oblong shape ass, sawed off ass niggas with their damn shirt off. Like, you got a receding hairline. You ain't got no shirt on. You got taco meat all over your damn chest. You ain't got a 6-pack, a 2-pack, a 4-pack, a 8-pack in the damn first. You not cut up nowhere. You got that damn tattoo chest on a bird ass chest with the taco meat covering over it. Like, we don't want to see that shit, Sam. Put a motherfucking shirt on. Egypt, what the hell you doing? Anyway, Egypt, you getting on my nerves too. Because what I hate that you're doing, Egypt, is you're not taking responsibility for the part that you played in the demise of the relationship between you and TT. You're wrong too, sweetie. I'm sorry. You're wrong too. Hold on, y'all. My bad, girl. I had my vent closed and my AC came on. And that noise I couldn't deal with. Anyway, you have just as much a part to play in the demise of y'all relationship as she does. You do. TT definitely does have her faults, but at the end of the day, had the shoe been on the other foot, and she and you know what I'm saying, your situation was her situation, TT wouldn't have done you like that. You just straight up took Sam's word over hers. Not only did you do that, you took it to your cackling ass mammy, and she didn't even make it no better. So it's like at the end of the day, if you have more loyalty to a man than you do your family, I always side-eye bitches like that. That's just me. Now, it would be one thing if you was with a trifling ass family that didn't give a damn about you and you met someone that did. That I would understand. But that wasn't your situation. And I, it like, for me, I just always feel like I would always want my kids to want more even than what I had. Even if I had the best marriage, the best household or whatever, I would want you to even get greater than that. Like, whatever. I'm tired of talking about them bitches. Then she sits up and saying that she regrets telling Savannah anything about the rumor. Yeah, you should be. You should be. You should be. You should be. So anyway, everybody down at Brianna's party, and they're sitting down and they're basically baiting her really with questions to try to get out TT's real feelings about how she's feeling and who she has a problem with. And then Cree and Savannah feels like TT was being rude. TT was being rude, but at the same token, I also feel like, see, when I talk to people and people give me one-word answers about certain shit, like we could talk about shit all day, but then when you drudge up certain shit and then you get one-word answers, I just already back up and leave it alone. Because I already see that's something you obviously don't want to talk about because you've been talking all this time. Like, it just seems like from what we see, every time y'all are around TT, the conversation has to be focused on what she's feeling, what's going on between her and Sean, are the rumors true, and are y'all getting married? So, I know people want to give TT a lot, but I can't do that because I'm the same way. Obviously, she doesn't want the topic of conversation to always be. It's never about, we never see people ask, well, how your son doing? How Lath doing? What Lath got going on? Is he walking yet? Is he talking yet? He making spit bubbles? Is he scooting around on the floor? We never hear them ask about that. You know, the only thing we constantly see are them badgering her about questions about her relationship. That's really none of y'all motherfucking business. But, TT, going back to what I said earlier in my review, you give people, you know, like that's what I'm saying. It's the passive aggressiveness of it all for me when it comes to you. Because again, this is another time, instead of you just saying, y'all, I do not want to talk about what's going on between me, Sean, Egypt, Sam, the wedding. I don't want to talk about that. We can talk about everything else. I don't want to talk about that. You have the right to say that because you're a grown damn woman. And don't none of these bitches can force you to talk about shit in your personal that you don't want to talk about. But if you're not conveying that to them, like, it's like you're upset, but you're the one confusing everybody. Like, I get the frustration. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, so Tretch wants to talk to Sam alone about JoJo. He talk about something, if I don't come back, call everybody. Girl, who is everybody? Who was we calling? Y'all ain't got no friends. Who is she calling? Ghostbusters? Who is she calling? Like, y'all ain't got no friends. And Tretch is an OG. Who gonna call you when he locked y'all on your ass? Like, who do you got to call? You don't have to call. It's okay, boy. Anyway, Tretch wants Sam to talk to JoJo, and Sam says that the next time he saw JoJo, he planned on slapping him, but he's gonna talk to him because that's what Tretch wants him to do. Sam, I will cash app you $1,000 right now if you walk up to JoJo Simmons and you slap him in his face. Sam, I swear to God, I will cash app you $1,000 right now. If you walk up to JoJo Simmons and slap it, you know, that's another reason how I already know that you was an undercover Sugarfoot, because the one thing you want to do is slap. Like, that's so sissified. What you gonna do this to him when you see him? Smack. That's what you gonna do? Smack. That's what you gonna do? Child. What time you going to the gay club, sis? So let me know when you're going. I'll be, me and Shabam Boo and Palm Tree and all that. We gonna be ready for you, child. Just make sure your ass got on the shirt. We don't want to see none of your taco meat. So TT and Sean gets up and decides to address the group, and Eric doesn't understand why they're speaking on that now. Why now should it matter, Eric? When the last time you saw it and we was down to your event, the topic of conversation had to be about what's going on and what you heard. So I'm not understanding why now you want her to keep it quiet, hush, hush. I don't understand. Anytime she ever comes around, all y'all do is bombard her with questions about what's going on with her relationship. So why now is she supposed to keep it quiet, hush, hush? What makes this situation different than any other situation where it should not have been brought up, but it was brought up? And besides, Brianna gave her the floor. She talked to Brianna beforehand. So it isn't anything that she's ruining, and it's nothing that Brianna didn't know. Brianna introduced it. Eric, you should have stayed out of it. So Savanya speaks up, feeling like they were talking about her and Cree. You know, Savanya, a guilty heart, a guilty conscience. It always speaks. It always speaks. You wanted to do this to make reality TV and to keep you in somebody else's scenes. But now you just showed you got a conscience, because you came back and turned around and said, if they stopped their wedding because of what I said, I would feel real bad. That saved you, because that showed me that you got a conscience. It did. It saved you because you got a conscience. But I don't need you to do that, Savanya. If you're going to be the bone carrier at the beginning, you need to ride that bitch off until the sunset. Don't pull a charade. So Savanya calling her dad after her and Eric get into it. I feel two types of ways. I'm going to get Savanya together first. Savanya, at the end of the day, let me tell you something, sweetheart. Nobody is scared of Stevie J. Trust me. I've been living here in New York for going on 4 years now, and I've never heard somebody say, oh my God, there goes Stevie J. I've never seen that happen. I don't know no real niggas that's scared of Stevie J. And the only time we seen Stevie J get crunk was when he got into it with Scrappy. But see, Scrappy was really about that damn life. When he tried to get into it with Nico, And when he got all coked out and strung out and strung out and cracked out and stressed out doing that whole debacle on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. I mean, other than that, the only thing we've seen your dad do is talk shit and act as if he was gonna do something. Child, please. Once again, who you calling? Ghostbusters? That's the only, because at the end of the day, Eric ass is from around there. Y'all not. So yeah. We see your daddy ain't show up. Stevie J ain't dumb. Moving on. Oh, wait. Before we move on, Eric, let me get you together. Eric, at the end of the day, and I never agree with your wife on anything. I don't agree with her for her choice of makeup. I don't agree with her for her choice of foundation. I don't agree with her for her choice of lashes. I don't agree with her choice of fashions. I don't agree with her on much of anything. And because of that, mark this down. I totally agree with Aaliyah. I'm sorry. I had to swallow the lung that I almost upchuck, girl, just by saying that. But I can't say it again. Y'all know. I agree with her. You did way too much. You did. And I wonder what Aaliyah has to deal with. I wonder what she has to deal with at home with you. Because the way you went from 0 to a 10 and you had to keep beating your chest like King Kong, I'm a man, I'm a man, I'm a man. Then act like one. Because you can't sit up in the confessionals and call her all type of gold diggers and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, but then you want to turn around and say that you're a man, so then be a man. And just stay out of it. She wasn't talking to you. Nobody brought you up. Your feelings don't even matter. You should have no feelings in this situation. To be real. I mean, like, you just did way too much for my personal liking. Eric, you did. You did way too much. I'm sorry. I gotta be fair about the situation. You did way too much. And then TT and Sean announced that there's still a wedding. It's just not gonna be that wedding, and it's gonna happen real soon. I guess. I don't know. Like. I mean, did Sean cheat? Like, ain't none of my business, and child, we ain't gonna never know. Y'all, that's all I got. I ain't got no more to give you. Last night's episode, I mean, it was okay. It was watchable. Y'all let me know about y'all comments. Drop it down in the comment section. I'm gonna see y'all later on this afternoon with Chasing a LA review, and probably put a ring on it, and I'm gonna do Love at the Lockup tomorrow. I'll probably premiere that tomorrow. All right, y'all, I'm gone. Bye.
What you're giving, that's how we live it. Don't be mad at the system, it's simply how we've existed. I hear a lot of people talking like they politicians and choose to be an accountant because it's safe in the business.